Oh, I bet the kitchen at your house is about to start smelling good. Thanksgiving is right around the corner. 'Tis the season to be in the kitchen and having a wonderful time making memories with your family and with your friends. Well, it's a good time for us to head back out to Rockbridge Oaks. It's an assisted living community, also memory care, tucked away in the East Brainerd area of Chattanooga. Talking with Justin Nix, who has the great pleasure of being here each and every day working with the residents.
Yep.
Well, thanks for letting us come back.
Well, thank you.
I mentioned the kitchen right off the bat because y'all are unique here at Rockbridge Oaks. You have dining all day, so that if you get hungry at 2 o'clock in the afternoon or 5 o'clock in the afternoon, you don't have to wait for the bell to ring.
Yep, exactly. So we do 7 to 7 all day dining, which is a big deal. So you're not having to wake up at 6:30 in the morning trying to get dressed, thinking about, oh, I'm going to miss breakfast or lunch or dinner. So
Right.
we do have spread out times for each meal of the day. So, and once you're here for 30 to 60 days, then you get like your friend group that you're hanging out with, and they'll determine, it's like, hey, well, I want to make sure that I'm eating with,
Let's talk about that friend group. That's
Okay.
actually a good thing, because I think a lot of us are going to be around our parents, our grandparents this time of the year, and there's some guilt, I think, that as adult children you have when you begin to have a conversation about possibly moving and going into a different way of living. But when you are aging and you need some help and you're home alone, you might not always realize how much you miss those friendships until you come here.
Yep.
You see people blossom and flourish when they're here.
Oh yeah, definitely. Yeah, I mean, you have people of all different walks of life coming together and finding a really commonality between each other. So I mean, we have people that just met each other like 6 months ago, and they're really best friends now. So
Right.
they like to do all the dining, like I said, and then all the activities and things like that. They do everything together. So
Again, as the adult child, it's a challenge because there are a lot of questions that people have. So you welcome those when people come in. You want them to ask
oh yes,
everything.
definitely, yeah, as much as we can give you.
But the medical treatment is big because they are coming here for assisted living or for memory care. You have 24-hour nursing on call.
Yep.
That's a big deal.
Yep, that is a big deal. So, yep, 24 hours a day. So, I mean, especially during the nighttime hours, let's say somebody gets up and goes to the bathroom and, they might have a slip up or something like that. We're always here to, be right there whenever they need it.
You see a lot of couples come here. True, they're just individual people, but couples often come. And then if one begins to have a memory care need, perhaps what begins as a need for assisted living becomes a memory care issue, they can just transition over.
Yep, exactly. Yeah, so we could have, let's say, like a wife in the assisted living, and then the husband, needs to go down to memory care. That way, instead of having to drive anywhere, she's, just right next door.
Right.
So she can come down and hang out for all the meals, all the activities. So she could be there every second of the day, and
Every time I come here, your parking lot's full. So the people who live here aren't necessarily not driving, correct?
Oh, yep, correct. Yep.
So the proximity you have to doctors' offices and the hospital and shopping, the residents, many of them take advantage of that either by driving themselves or y'all have transportation.
Yep, exactly. So a lot of the residents do still drive, so that would be like the couple situation. And then we have transportation that is 7 days a week. So we do doctor's appointments, we do errand runs, we do a lot of shopping. You said that, like Gun Barrel Road is 5 minutes away.
Right.
So we're not on Gun Barrel Road, so you don't have to worry about all the traffic getting here. But let's say you want to, take them out to, do a shopping day one day, especially maybe Black Friday that's coming up.
Right.
We have that, so you can come pick them up and just head right over there.
But if you don't want to, or people get concerned this time of year with cold and flu seasons and all that type of thing, you have everything they need right here. Y'all got a beautiful movie theater upstairs. You're real proud of your courtyard area. You did a garden this year, right?
Yep, we have a garden, and we just got our brand new fire pit out there. So we have that, and we're also doing a drive-in movie theater night next weekend. So we're going to have a giant projector. It's going to be a lot of fun.
That's a great thing. I mentioned, the food, and you mentioned the 7 to 7 all-day dining. So that must mean your food's pretty good.
Oh yeah, it's the best. Yep. So you have it's restaurant-style dining. So they bring the menus to your table. So you order exactly what you want. You have servers that refill your drinks, bring all your food. And then, we do specialties. So obviously Thanksgiving, we're going to be doing a big, huge feast,
Sure.
which all the residents and the family members are allowed to come to. So things
And
like
that's
that.
a really big point to make, I think, again, if you're living at home currently and grocery prices are going up, and that hurts all of us, but when you're an older person and seeing those prices go up and up, it's a little bit frightening to think about how you balance that budget. And then it's just more difficult to cook nutritiously.
Yep.
You keep people healthy when
Yep.
they're here.
Yep, exactly, and we help with any kind of diet plans that they need, so like low sodium, things like that. We handle all the dining, so you don't have to worry about cooking something and then be like, well, does my mother, can she
Right.
actually have what we're having?
Right.
So we have everything.
It's also not a large community. How many people can you have?
We have 62 apartments here.
Okay,
So
you can really get to know your neighbors, and that's very intentional. So that's part of that is the assisted living, part of that is the memory care. All of it is under the umbrella of Rockbridge Oaks. The information is there on your screen. Justin is the one who is happy to help you. If you want to make an appointment, then he can guarantee to clear his calendar. But a lot of people prefer to just pop in and see it kind of raw,
Yep.
if you will.
Yep, definitely.
They welcome you to do that too. Thank you, Justin.
Yep, thank you.